Hey, it's Beth here, episode 612. Okay. I've been noticing this thing. I call it LuluLem Land. All these girls running around because I'm going to church group meetings, bunch of kids being dropped off, volleyball, bunch of kids being dropped off, dance, whatever. Everywhere I go, there are these LuluLem moms dressed to the nines in these tight outfits every day. I mean, they never get bloated. I don't get it. Little midriff tops in the middle of the winter under big LuluLem jackets. Kids in LuluLem everywhere. Never get to talk to them. They're always talking to each other. They look over at me. They don't know what I am. It's got to be some kind of a grandmother. Okay, fine. Never get to hear anything they say. I've eavesdropped on how they feel about being called SAHMs, which is stay-at-home moms. The other day, it was raining. I couldn't wait to drive up and see what they wear when it rains. Like I'm an anthropologist, like Margaret Mead with my binoculars. What do they do in the rain? Oh, there's LuluLem outfits. One thing's missing. LuluLem needs to design an umbrella. They had to fake it with Kate Spade in the umbrella department. Everything else, LuluLem all the way. So, the windows are open. These two girls are in. One girl jumps into the other girl's car. I get there 20 minutes early so I can get a parking space. They did too. And they start talking. And of course, I'm eavesdropping. Binoculars and bat ears. Okay, so they're talking. And one of them says to the other, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being called an SAHM. It all started with Hillary Rosen. I'm like, Hillary Rosen, I'm writing this down. When she made that comment about Ann Romney. I'm like, that's ancient history to most millennials. But one of these moms looked like she was 48. Okay. I'm like, what happened? I can't wait. Okay, Hillary Rosen said, she was a Democrat strategist, and she wrote that Ann Romney never worked a day in her life. The woman looks at the other woman and she goes, oh yeah? Having 5 kids and multiple sclerosis doesn't count for anything? I'm like, whoa. I didn't know she had multiple sclerosis. She looked great. The other woman goes, yeah. And, what's with making fun about the way we dress? I'm like, I'm not making fun of it. I think it's unbelievable. Yeah. Okay. So what am I thinking? I'm listening to all of this. And she starts talking about Chip Wilson. 1998. Vancouver. I was like, I knew it was Canada. This guy started this company, okay? 2015, he had to step down because he was fat phobic. He said something. And then he even went on and he made another remark. He said that he liked Ayn Rand. The other girl corrected her and she said, that's a misquote. He loved Ayn Rand. I gotta look this up. That's bad. I had no idea. So this girl goes on and she says, I'm getting a job, going back to work. Because Billy is 11. I'm like, okay. She got an outfit. She bought a business outfit on Spanx. That's Sarah Blakely's company, she says. Forbes billionaire, stay-at-home working mom. So she asked the sales girl, why is this fabric so soft? She said that Sarah Blakely used fabric from LuluLem. The two women are like, see, when girls play together, look what happens, great things. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. Okay, that happened. So then I'm at the McDonald's with Killian, okay, his favorite restaurant. There's this incredibly fit LuluLemonite. This mom, her arms were ripped. Her arms, the upper arm, had muscles in it. Tons of them. And her lower arm, too. And her cheeks, and her neck, and of course her torso. It's a rainy day, cold as all, get out. She takes her big fat LuluLem jacket off. She's got tiny, skin-tight LuluLem pants and a midriff top. And she's with this little boy, 5-year-old, in a pull-up. You can see it. It's a thick one. And his name is Maverick. Okay, we're not alone. There's Killian and 4 other kids, okay? It's a big day. Maverick sits down, the food comes. He starts throwing McNuggets and French fries at all the other kids. His mom goes crazy. She says no. He bursts into hysterics. She says, I'm sorry. I'm looking at her like, oh man. Killian stopped playing, came out of that crazy contraption thing that they've got there. He had been he was manning the controls. And this woman got his attention. He comes down, he's staring at her, thinking, what's she going to do? All the other kids are watching too. Is she going to yell at him? Are they going to leave? He's throwing French fries at everyone. Stop, Maverick. Anyone who names their son Maverick deserves what they get, okay? Killian goes over to Maverick and says, do you want to play? The mother looks at me, smiles, and she picks up her cell phone. I'm like, no, you're going to have to talk to me. I got my kid working for you for free. You're going to talk to me. I look at her and I say, how in God's name did you get those muscles on your arm? CrossFit. I'm like, across the street from my school at 5 o'clock in the morning, these women show up and they do like marine training. Is that what you're talking about? She said, no, I used to do that. I've graduated to CrossFit. I'm like, really? And is that where your arm muscles came from? She says, no, I lift weights 3 times a week. I'm like, wow. And do you have any other children? She's like, yes, I've got a baby. I've got a baby. Yeah, it's with my mother right now. How old is the baby? 8 months old. I'm like, wow, you're amazing. She goes, yeah, it's really hard. And I am an orthopedic surgeon. I don't work full time. She said that before I said anything. I'm like, what? You're doing so much. And she goes, well, I've really had to cut down on my ultra marathons. I'm like, what is that? I didn't even wait for an answer. I'm like, why are you doing all this? She laughed and she goes, because I want to eat a donut. I'm like, eat a donut. Just eat a donut. Let me give you permission. Just have a box of donuts. Do whatever you want. You don't have to work this hard. Why are you so amazing? Why don't you take the day off? You're working. You have a baby at home. You have this guy, Maverick, who throws French fries. When do you ever get a break? She laughed and she goes, my mother asks me that question all the time. I'm like, because it's a really good question. She said, I do get out. And now that I'm getting a divorce. I'm like, what? Somebody left you? She said, yeah, my husband left me for another woman and I don't even want to get into it. I'm like, can I see a picture of this other woman? I said, you're perfect. Absolutely perfect. Who would do this to you? Anyway, Maverick comes back and he starts throwing French fries again. Killian and I are like, what do we do? How do we help this woman? I have no idea. So what happens next is Killian invites him over to this board with all these lights on it. And this woman says to me, your grandchild is amazing. He's the sweetest boy in the world. I said, well, he's my honorary grandchild. And he is the sweetest boy in the world. And she's like, God, I wish I could hire him. I'm like, well, he's only 10, but he is wonderful. We can meet you back here at a McDonald's some Saturday. We come a lot. We go to the movies. She said, what movie are you going to see? She said, Dog Man. She said, it got terrible reviews. I said, from who? Adults? I mean, I think Killian should review movies. And maybe he's too old to review movies for Maverick. I mean, who cares what adults say? He's never seen a cartoon movie that he didn't love. He loves the food. He loves the cartoons. He loves the colors. Just take Maverick to the movies. Let's see if he can sit down. And don't buy French fries. So then, her husband shows up. He's chubby. He's wearing chubby pants. And he's wearing some stupid sweatshirt. And he looks like he never even looked in the mirror. And he broke up with this woman for another woman. She's got an 8-month-old baby. I'm like, what is happening? And she's an orthopedic surgeon, which means amazing. in every single way. She's knocking it out of the park. And this guy, this chubby guy, dad bod, just a dad bod. He's not training, not doing anything. Left her. And then she takes off. She says, bye. Hope to see you here again someday soon. I'm like, yeah. She jumps into a perfectly clean car. It's been raining for 3 days. And then little Maverick comes running over to him because he's got another Happy Meal and 4 ranch dressing dip things. And they start dipping the French fries into the ranch dressing. He drops Killian like a hot coal. And they're as happy as they can be. I am so sorry for this woman. She's trying everything. She's trying to do everything perfectly. LuluLem moms need to calm down. Life is too short. Way too short. And who cares? Take the day off. Seriously. Just get some ranch dressing and have it with your son. It's not going to kill him. One day. Just one day a month. Why does this guy get to have all the fun, eat all the donuts, and have the kid happy? Like, come on. Everybody isn't perfect. You don't have to be perfect. It's not even working. He should be worshiping you. And he's left you for another woman? Oh my God. And you got a baby at home? And your mom's there? Oh man. Oh man, Maverick's mother. I should have asked what they called the girl. It was probably a name like Montgomery or something. I'm just thinking, please, LuluLem moms, you're going to be sorry. It goes by so fast. You're not going to regret missing an ultra marathon. You're not going to regret eating a donut. Just start over. Start over. Way back. Enjoy life. Get a little chubby. Have a little fun. Zero body fat is not fun. So anyway, she jumped into her car and it was a Defender. The most amazing, super vehicle. It's like the LuluLem Mom Mobile. If Barbie cross-trained and did ultra marathons, she'd have a Defender. And it was black. And it's like $100,000. And it's just an SUV. It just looks like all the other ones. I'm like, it doesn't work. It doesn't make you happy. It's not fulfilling. Donuts are fulfilling. Donuts are fulfilling. Trust me. Please, come back. Don't be so perfect. Don't make all the other girls look bad. Just come back, play for our team. We don't want to play that hard. We want to take a day off. We want to bat 200. That's it. Anyway, LuluLem moms need therapy. They need to be talked to. There's got to be a day that you can't wear spandex. You've got to retain water someday. And when you do, it's not going to be a bad day. It's going to be a great day. That's the day your body's saying, let's have some donuts. So, anyway, I really couldn't do it under these circumstances. I'm so glad I wasn't millennial. And I'm so glad LuluLem didn't get invented until 2000. I would have lost it if I had to behave like this and be perfect, even close. So I just wish they would just realize how short life is and how really at the end of the day no one cares. No one really cares. They just remember if you got ranch dressing for the French fries. That's all people remember. Eat a donut. I'll be back.
They fly so high, near